What's included at an all-inclusive resort for your destination wedding? Hold on, and I'll fill you in on that. Hi, this is Jack with Vacationese, and as you can see, I'm not back in the office. Sorry about the inappropriate attire, but I was out here doing some work in my beach office, and I had a discussion with someone that I want to talk to you about. So I guess we take so much of this for granted since I'm at these resorts, the all-inclusive resorts, so much that I know what's included. But it's interesting, I had a discussion with a guest today attending an all-inclusive resort wedding, and they had never traveled to an all-inclusive before and just had a lot of questions about what's included. So I thought I would kind of address that today. Hey, do me a favor, and as you know, I do post new videos every Tuesday, so please subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell for notifications. Okay, so let's talk about that. Well, as you can see, the beauty of this. Now, that's definitely included. So here's what we think about. When we do a package for your destination wedding, what's included? First of all, we always include the transportation from the airport to the resort and then back. Why? Because we don't want your guests getting lost at the airport, being sold a timeshare, trying to get an Uber, and someone doesn't speak English and they have no idea where they're going because the guest got the name of the resort wrong or they didn't print the documents we sent them. Now, when they get to the resort, what's all included? Now, the resorts we tend to work with, either they're family friendly or adults only, they are all inclusive, and we typically stick to 4.5 to 5-star all-inclusive resorts. So what's included? Any choice of between 4 and 15 restaurants, all drinks at the bars, room service, mini bars, tipping, gratuities, luggage porters bringing the luggage to the rooms. They don't have to drag the luggage. The only thing that is typically not included is going to be if they want to go to the spa, or if they want a tour excursion, or if they want to tip anybody at the resort. Tipping is not mandatory, but it's just like at home. If you have very good service, you can tip someone. Now let's talk about the resorts that we like to work with, which again are 4.5 to 5-star restaurants. So right now I am at one of my favorite resorts, which is adults only. We just had a wedding here, El Dorado Royale in the Riviera Maya in Cancun. Now this resort has approximately 12 restaurants to choose from dinner. Yesterday I was at Dreams Natura. It's an adults only resort also in Riviera Maya that I like to work with. They have 7 or 8 restaurants in the evening. When you talk about restaurants, you don't pay to go to the restaurants. If you want to get wine with dinner, wine's included. If you want to mix drinks are included. Last night for dinner, we had a group of people with us here, and we ate at the Asian restaurant. Now this resort has 2 Asian restaurants. One that is a Thai fusion restaurant, and one that is more Chinese sushi. But as an example, we started off with sushi. Then we started off with some appetizers. Then people had soup. Some people had salad. Then we ordered some entrees. Some of the people with us were unsure if they were going to like them, so they ordered 2 entrees. Then we had desserts. And guess what? No one asked any questions. Okay, the servers just brought the food. It was all excellent. People ate what they wanted to. It's not like going to certain all-inclusive resorts that they limit you in terms of what you can order. And I think that's really important when you talk with your travel professional. If you're not working with us, whoever you're working with, ask them, am I going to be limited to certain restaurants I can go to based upon the room category? I hate those hotels. It's deceptive, and your guests don't deserve that. Your guests want to come, and if they see an Italian restaurant and they want to go every night, then go. As an example, for lunch at this resort specifically, we had a choice of about 5 different locations for lunch. For breakfast, they have 2 buffets this is a Charisma Gourmet Inclusive Resort. They don't call them buffets, they call them food displays. They have 2 different food displays. There's a Mexican restaurant that is open for breakfast, which is amazing. There's a health bar for breakfast. There's 2 outdoor restaurants for breakfast, and of course room service. So I think when you look at an all-inclusive resort, what's included? A lot of food options for your guests. Now let's say your guests had dinner at your reception they've danced the night away, you've gone to the club, which at most all-inclusives is included, as are the drinks. Now they're hungry, they go back to the room. It's 1 in the morning. They want room service. No problem. It's included. Again, the resorts we tend to work with, room service is included in all room categories. It's something you have to ask about because there are companies that specifically state that only in certain room categories is room service included. I think it's important. We don't want class systems. We don't want your guests that may not have the money to spend for this beautiful ocean view to get a garden view room, but be told, well, that's the least expensive room. Oh, by the way, you can't go to those 4 restaurants, you can't have room service, and you have to go to the buffet 3 of your 3 nights you're here. Doesn't work for me. So what else is included? Drinks by the bar or by the beach. Where I am, as you can see, there's Bowie beds. At this resort, they're included. Some resorts, they may charge for these Bowie beds. Plenty of chairs. At this resort and most of the resorts, they will have beach butlers bringing drinks out by the beach and the pools. It's included. Again, this is an inclusive, all-inclusive resort. Entertainment, gyms, you name it, all of that is included. Now at the gym, I will say, they may have yoga classes, certain classes they will charge extra for, and that varies by resort, but all the equipment. This resort has a 5K run you can run, tennis courts are included. So there's typically at most of the all-inclusive resorts going to be a full schedule during the day of activities and in the evening. The evening activities could be a theme show, a fire show, a pole dancer show. It could be live music, it could be a piano bar. Each resort is a little bit different, but there are very few of the all-inclusive resorts we work with that will have a cover charge for anything at the resort in terms of activities in the evening. So again, good all-inclusive, plenty of activity. What I tell our clients is with the resorts we tend to work with, if you called me from the airport and said, oh my gosh, Jack, I'm at the airport and I forgot my wallet, what should I do? I would say, do you have like 50 bucks with you? Yeah, I do. Go. Because the only thing you really need the money for is some tipping if you want to tip. But again, the main reason you'll need money at the resorts, you're going to need a credit card at most of the resorts. They're going to tag your room as soon as you come in. And that's for ancillary charges. Like I said, if you go to the spa, do an excursion off property, maybe an excursion on property, some of them will have extra charges, and then at the gift shop. And that's really it, unless you want some upgraded wines. In terms of alcohol, the resorts we tend to work with are all top shelf drinks at the bars, so you really don't have to worry about upgrading your drink package, which some resorts will want you to do. So hopefully that answers questions for you. You can talk to your guests, but again, pretty much you name it, it's going to be included at the resorts we work with. But if you're not working with us, you really want to ask the travel planner you're working with, what is included at this all-inclusive? Is it a class system? Do my guests really need extra money? Because we want your guests to have an amazing vacation experience as well as an amazing wedding experience. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to post a comment.